board. And then let's start the road. Good luck to everyone. Who do we have here? Andrew, so Charlotte, then the Kings with Brady. Joey is here, obviously for the Magic. And Casey is here. And now I'm not sure what team Casey owns. So, and Will obviously from Houston. So don't forget about you. Okay, so let's go. Good luck to everyone. Let's see how the balls roll this time around. Hi, Todd. We're just about to start, so welcome. Let's go. All right. Now let me quickly open Slack because I'm not quite sure what the original one was, so that I have it here. Okay, so pick number 29. Originally, obviously, Toronto, owned by New York. Let's see if everything stayed the same or something changed. Okay, so we already have the first change. Utah is getting pick 29. The Clippers pick that was originally 25, so the first drop of 4 spots already. Probably with a new setup, we will have a lot of those, I suspect. Okay, let's go with 28. 28 was originally the Portland pick owned by you, Andrew. So let's see if that's here. Nope, that's the first Boston pick. That was 20 originally with 70 balls. So a drop of 8 spots. You are all my witnesses, so in case, because obviously Evan is not here and he has a lot of picks in case anything goes wrong for him. You are here to witness that everything went fine. Okay, 27. Chicago pick owned by Memphis originally. So let's see what we have at 27. That's another drop. That's the Brooklyn pick, originally 17. So a drop of 10 spots. So we already have the Toronto pick owned by New York, the Portland pick owned by Charlotte, and the Chicago pick owned by Memphis that already went up.
Oh, dude, this is rough.
Yeah, I mean, for you it's pretty good, right? Because you had 28, the
I mean,
Portland pick.
yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind yet.
Okay, let's see. Next one would have been Cleveland, owned by Brady, by Sacramento. So let's see what we have at 26. That's the Miami pick. That would have been 22, so another drop of 4 spots. That is your pick, Andrew. So you are the first drop too, but at least the Portland pick is still in it. Originally projected 28, and we're already at 25. Okay, 25 was originally the Clippers pick that we already had at 29. So let's see what we have here. There you go. That's the Portland pick. So you will pick back-to-back 25, 26. Yeah, that's like what, 3 spots? Yeah, 3 spots from 28 to 25. 24 was the Utah pick originally with 13 balls. So let's see what we have here. That's the Spurs pick that was originally 19. So another drop of a few spots. So Toronto, for example, the Toronto pick that's owned by New York is still in it with 6 balls. The Chicago pick owned by Memphis is still in it with 10 balls. So let's see what we have next. 23 is originally the Atlanta pick with 15 balls. Oh, that's a big one. Golden State, owned by Minnesota, that was originally projected to be 8, was 49 balls, so that's a drop of 15. Not so good, but at least Joe is not here, so he can't blame me. Toronto's still in it with 6 picks. At least jumped 7 spots now. And the Chicago pick also at least jumped 5 picks now. So let's see. pick 22. The next one will be, that's another yikes. Denver was originally projected 5th with 63 balls, so that's 17 spots down for Denver. Well, if not by now, then I don't know when. I think tanking is not viable anymore in this league. Should be known by anyone now. Okay, 21. That was originally the New Orleans pick owned by me. So let's see what we have here. Okay, that stayed the same. That stayed at 21. So no changes here. This also means that Toronto with 6 balls made it to the top 20, as well as the Chicago pick with 10 balls, both still in. So at 20, we originally had the Boston pick that already was at 28. So let's see what we have at 20. It's the Magic pick owned by Houston, just traded, if I remember correctly, a few days ago or yesterday or something like that. That was originally, let me quickly see, number 15. Yeah, number 15. So good trade by Joey. Dodged a bullet here. 19. 19 was the San Antonio one that already went 24. So let's see what we have at 19. Atlanta with 15 balls. That was originally 23. So Tony gained 4 spots here. Good for him. Good for him. We still have the Toronto pick owned by New York in here with 6 balls, and still the Bulls pick owned by Memphis with 10 balls. We also still have the Cleveland pick with 11 balls that was projected 26, owned by Brady. So that's another big jump. Okay. Then 18. 18 was the Mavericks pick owned by Memphis originally. Let's see. That's a drop for me, I believe. Yeah, not a big one. 16 originally, 2 spots down. 22 balls. Number 18, the Lakers pick. Then at 17, we originally had Brooklyn. So let's see what we have here. Okay, the Toronto pick finally in, but not too shabby from 29 to 17. Pretty good result for him. That means we still have the Chicago and the Cleveland picks with 10 and 11 balls still in here. So let's see if one of them will be picked with 16. Now that's a big drop for me, unfortunately. I had 9 originally with this pick, so that's 7 spots down. 44 balls, so yeah. Better to be Memphis or Brady, Sacramento, because these 2 picks are still in there. Okay, 15 was originally the Magic pick that was already picked, or already went at 20. So let's see what's at 15. That's another drop. Milwaukee was number 7 originally, so that's 8 spots down. Okay, still Chicago pick and Cleveland pick still in there. Let's see if one of them will be number 14. Okay, that's the Cleveland pick at 14, but a good jump of 12 spots for you, Brady. So pretty good result for you. But this also means that we still have the Chicago Bulls pick in here. If I haven't missed anything, nope, it's still here. Memphis owns that one, so that's quite the big jump. Let's see if it comes up at 13. That's the other pick that was traded by Joey, I believe. That one stayed at 13 actually. Was projected to be 13 and stayed at 13. So that's only the second pick that stayed where it should have been originally. Then at number 12, we originally had the OKC pick owned by Minnesota. So let's see What do we have here? That also stayed the same, so no changes here, which also means that the Chicago Bulls pick made it to the top 11 now, projected 27th originally. So let's see, what do we have at 11? There it is. Okay, at least not top 10, but quite the jump. 18 spots for the Bulls pick and for Memphis. So congrats. Top 11 is pretty decent. I mean, everyone says the draft class is not so great, but I think top 11 you can get quite a good player there. Okay, we're in the top 10. Let's see. Do we have anyone with a low number of balls still in there? I'm quickly checking the Utah pick. Yeah, Utah pick is still in there, I believe, with 13 balls, if I'm not missing it. Yeah. So the lowest one is Utah, projected 24th with 13 balls. That's still in there. And then probably, no, Miami has been picked. That has been picked. That has been picked. Okay, that's pretty much the only big jumper that's still in there and made the top 10. Okay, top 10. Let's see. Number 10 will be Detroit Pistons, owned by Boston. That was originally number 11, so one spot gained for Evan for that pick, for one of his picks. He still has the Phoenix and Memphis picks in there. Number 9, that was originally my pick, that dropped quite a few spots. So let's see what's at number 9. That's New York. Okay, New York was number 2 originally. So he won't be too happy about that, obviously. I mean, he gained quite a few spots with the Toronto pick, but between number 2 and number 9, that's obviously a big difference. Could have been Saar or Shepard or Hizashi, however you pronounce his name. So yeah, not so good for Grant. Let's see, number 8. The next one was originally the Golden State pick. This one that went 23. So let's see, what do we have at number 8. There's the Utah pick. That was the lowest one left. Originally number 24, so 16 spots gained. That's quite the jump as well. Good for Tim. Tim's obviously has been in the league quite some time, so good for him. We have 7 picks left. Let's quickly see. We have left the Milwaukee pick. That was number 7 originally. We have the Charlotte pick. That was number 6 originally. We have the Denver pick. This was number 5 originally. The Kings pick. This was number 4 originally. So they all still in there. Memphis still in there. That was 3. Phoenix still in there. That was number 1. And then we are missing one that's made a jump. Let me quickly see if I can find it. I think it's the Golden State pick was here. Indiana, Minnesota. One of you finds it faster than me, then obviously just let me know. I think it's the Minnesota pick, his own pick. Yeah, Minnesota was number 10 originally with 42 balls, and that's the one that's still in there because obviously the New York pick dropped out of the top 7. Okay, so let's see. The lowest one, obviously, then Minnesota was 42 balls. Let's see if they're at number 7. No, it's Charlotte. Charlotte was number 6 originally, so they lose one spot. Not too big of a loss, but still, obviously, the higher the pick, the more it matters. Then let's see, number 6, still Minnesota, the lowest one. That's Memphis. That's number 3. That's not too great for Evan. Originally number 3, now number 6. So that's, yeah, 3 spots, and that means that Evan only has the Phoenix pick left, the one with 100 balls, so the most balls in the pool. But this also means that the Minnesota, so Joe made it into the top 5 originally projected number 10. So number 5, let's see it. Washington with 30 balls. Okay, I missed that one then, but then Minnesota must have been picked. No, I'm missing something anywhere.
I think Denver dropped from 5 to 22.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, then it makes sense. Then Minnesota is still in there. But yeah, that's obviously good for Eric. He will obviously talk a lot about it in Slack, I would suppose. He went from 14 to number 5, so good for him. He will probably draft another Poku and keep him for 6 years or something like that. So good for him. Number 4, Minnesota pick still the lowest one then, originally number 10. So let's see who's number 4. That's yours, Brady. So that stayed at number 4. That was originally number 4 and stayed at number 4. And this means that the top 3 is the Phoenix pick owned by Boston. Then the Memphis pick the Memphis pick was drafted, obviously the Minnesota pick owned by Minnesota, and the Milwaukee pick, I believe, right? Oh no, Milwaukee was here. One is still missing. The Charlotte pick? No, Charlotte was here. Denver dropped. Well, let's see. Too many picks, so let's see. Number 3. We have at number 3, there's the Minnesota pick. That was originally number 10, now number 3. Pretty good, number 3. Which means we only have 2 left. One of them is obviously the number 1 pick, the Phoenix pick owned by Boston. And the other one, I have no clue at this point. I just missed it. I'm not quite sure, so if anyone sees it, just let me know, because I'm trying to find it, but I don't see it. Oh, that one was picked too. Well, let's see. I will reveal number 1 so that we see who is number 1, and then afterwards I will reveal number 2. So the first pick in this year's FFS draft will be Dallas. That's the one that I was missing. Okay, and Dallas had 20 balls and was originally number 18. So from 18 to number 1. Not too bad. And this means that this should be the Phoenix pick owned by Evan. Yeah, okay. This concludes this year's lottery. I will obviously post everything in Slack.